did it right.
You did.
I love it.
Every week, I'm just not going to be like, I'm going to continue to be astounded that I set it up right.
Why astounded? You're so smart
I don't know. It's like the
and
pressure.
capable.
The pressure.
Quit that shit.
Well, we are back. We're calling this, what, part 2? I hope we're calling it part 2 because that's what I put as the title. Part 2 of The Ritual by Chantal Tessier. We're going to finish, what did it end up being, like chapters 33 to something?
A million. It was a long book in the best way.
The epilogue 1 and 2 is pretty long. I did not expect that.
I wasn't expecting it either, but I was fine with it. I was like, yeah, let's keep going. Come on, give me more.
Did anybody go on to read the first couple chapters of The Sinner?
No.
I did not.
No, but it is on my TBR.
That one is a little bit more aggressive.
Good.
Listen,
challenge accepted.
Get through it, but only get through it to read the third one. Tyson's book is like, I'm prepared to die on the hill that one is the best one.
So when Tyson's scenes more at the end of the book really made me want to be like, okay, I got to know more about Tyson. But
that was me too.
It was at the end when he came in, not really like those little, hey, I'm here. But at the end, I'm like, oh, I got to read about Tyson.
I love Daddy Tyson. Although I was sold on like the first scene when he was in the office.
Don't mind me.
Don't mind me just finishing up some business.
Oh, shoot. All right, let me bring up this and do this. I don't like being up at the top by myself. Someone else is going to have to come.
Come on down. I'll hang out at the top.
I can't.
Top today.
All I can do is, you want to be the top today? Okay.
There you go.
I think that's what she said.
No, I said you're the only top today. And then LB was like, I'll be at the top.
Okay. LB's going to the top then.
The odd one out.
It's all right. So Danny, I have your discussion questions.
Yeah.
Because we read the book. So do you want to go last? Do you want to go first?
I'll go last. That's fine.
LB, you're at the top. So
okay.
Numero uno.
I apologize for not being prepared. Are these the same questions we have from last week? Because that's what I prepared. You said we would be doing those questions. So that's what I had prepared.
Okay.
It's been a long week.
We can elaborate on those. I think the only one that we were going to stick with was the like the character development, right? Because I feel like we already covered like themes and tropes and that. And then, like, in general.
I didn't have much time.
So I remember how you felt the first time. How do you feel about the characters now?
So here's the thing. Riot's character development, I loved. I feel like I saw it more in the second half of the book. I don't love Blake, but I am happy she got answers, and maybe she can work through some things in order to be less of a brat. But that's my feelings on that. I do like the way they evolved Riot, though. Like, I feel like it was less of a forced thing, and you saw a little bit more of his true feelings and not just the facade that he was putting on in the beginning.
The whole scene with her in the dress.
Oh my God. There's this, it really is, like, the second half of the book was absolutely stellar. Like, I really did like it quite a bit.
Good. I'm glad.
And
I felt nervous a little bit after the end of the first episode last week.
We're like,
so they kept throwing curveballs, and I was like, oh my God, no way. And I didn't see any of it coming, which kind of frustrated me because usually I can like pick up on patterns and stuff. And I'm like, I know exactly what's going to happen. No.
Well, I mean, that kind of leads us into like the first question. So the first one was just like the theme of trust and how it evolves between Riot and Blake.
Mm-hmm.
were there any specific moments that deepened or broke the trust that they had? And I think for sure, obviously, when Matt was messing with her and she ran away. Like,
that part just pissed me off. I'm like, just talk to him. Fucking communicate. Like, you can't just run away.
It shows her maturity there.
Yes.
I mean, I guess we do have to realize she's like a 20-year-old, right? Like, isn't she like a sophomore?
Nothing against anyone who's young, but there's a lot of learning that you have to do and a lot of life experience that will change the way that you look at things, at relationships, at just other people in general. And you can tell she hasn't gotten there yet. That just comes with experience and living life and FAFO. So.
He was quick to like have the trust back, though. I was like, damn, she just ran away. 3 whole weeks.
No,
dyed her hair and everything. She just
let me go get her. Like, what? I'm that person though. If you mess up, you're done. Like, I have no energy to put towards. If you don't want to be here, then go. Bye. So I would have let her be gone.
But Jen, what about you? Any like defining trust or defining breaking trust moments?
I feel like, after she threw the divorce papers in the fire and she decided, I'm going to fight to keep this relationship. I feel like, he really respected that because he wasn't going to let her get a divorce anyway, but that just showed that she was actually on board. And then after he started trusting her more and telling her his secrets, letting him in, like the more they showed up for each other, the more the trust grew. And I really enjoyed this half of the book.
It was a good half. It also helped that Cindy was tied up in the laundry room. That he trusted her too, but fuck that bitch.
Right.
Can't stand her.
Shows up in a skanky trench coat. Like, come on.
Get the fuck out of here. Like, what? Who does that? Do people actually do that and it works?
I'm sure there are some out there.
Bless them.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I show up in like a SpongeBob trench coat, like with literal SpongeBobs on it. Like, I don't go like dark, mysterious, like tan, beige, 80s noir reporter trench coat. It's like cartoons on the trench coat.
See, I'm the one in the trench coat, but underneath is the t-shirt of a man's upper body with body hair all over it. Like, that's me.
I'd be too funny with it. I'd be standing there in my SpongeBob trench coat. Like, you want to see my bikini bottom? You'd be like, no.
Go, that's good.
Go.
That's good. I like that.
You ruined this like secret rendezvous with your SpongeBob trench coat.
Good.
The hairy man Jess, though, that t-shirt's amazing. Danny, what about you? What about specific scenes that you had or moments for trust?
I think that when it was after she kind of came back, I can't remember who Riot was torturing and basically killing for the information. I think it was Cindy, or Sarah, one of them. And she just sat there and watched it and just kind of let it all happen. So I think for me, that might have been a turning point for her character. Still didn't really care for her that much throughout the book. But I think that was a turning point for her character development, is when she really liked to get the answers and watched basically Riot torture for the answers. And even though he knew all this stuff already, he was just waiting to see if they would tell him the truth. So, and she just sat there and watched it. And I think for her, and just me in general, that was like her trusting moment of, she accepted what was. And, I think it changed from there for me.
Can I say when he backhanded Cindy, knocked her out? Like, shut up. I love that whole scene. Like, that whole chapter is good. Like, that really was the turning point. She's like, fuck these divorce papers. Fuck you, Cindy, in your trench coat.
Fuck you and your trench coat is going on a t-shirt.
Fuck you and the trench coat you walked in with.
That's happening right now.
And then the second one we had is the secret society, the lords demand loyalty and sacrifices. Do you think the power it offers is worth the cost? Why or why not? And I'm answer first, and I'm just gonna say yes. Give me the money. Give me the easy life. I'll stab someone if I have to. I'll stab someone for less, probably, if we're being honest. But
Bless. Allegedly.
allegedly, allegedly.
Yeah. I mean, I would say yeah too, only because if you're going into it and putting all of that work into it, you better believe it's worth it. You know, if you're going to have to make all those sacrifices and just kind of,
Mhm.
accept a different quote unquote lifestyle, then yeah, it better be worth it if you're going to go through 4 years of initiation. Damn.
4 years of initiation is a long initiation.
Right.
Like
And what they
that's
say the only way out is death, so
yeah.
you better believe it.
I didn't want to live to 70 anyway.
Bless.
But yeah, I definitely think it's worth the cost because you're set for the rest of your life. You're untouchable, you got power, money. Like, it's definitely worth it.
They all have houses. Like, we need to remember that they're seniors in college and they're homeowners. That's wild.
Not just like any like starter home.
No.
Like they're like mansions in the woods.
Yeah.
Just happen to have one on standby to run away to safety if you need it. Like,
Yeah.
that was mind-boggling to me.
But it's also funny because you think of the families they come from and you're like, you also probably have a trust fund aside from the Lord. So what are we talking about here?
Generational wealth, yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They were getting college degrees, not even doing the college work because somebody was doing it for them. Like,
They
come on.
had
I don't
a
have to
whole person stand in for her like what? And
Could you
nobody
imagine
bats an eyelash?
just a week of not having to go to work and having someone stand in for you? Like,
So great.
As long as they don't fuck it up, we're good.
I don't think they can. I think they would still just pass them anyway. The Lord's just got to pass.
the lords would kill them, so.
Like, well, you got an F on this grade. Off with your head.
There's how I'll, like, prove my loyalty. I'll stab everyone that gets you guys Fs.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. I think it would be worth it. As long as that guarantee of protection is there. If I'm making that sacrifice, you better make sure you have your shit together on your end so that nothing happens to me as a consequence of this. If I'm doing your dirty work.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
I also just realized I'm looking at this as a dude. Like, I would be a lord, and I wouldn't be, and I'm now disappointed.
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, I'll stab anyone. No, that wouldn't be my role.
But a lady
I'd have to be a chosen first, but I'm okay with that. You know what? I'm okay with that too.
The lady needs to be able to stab somebody every now and then.
Well, and her power matches the Lord's power, so it's like they're somewhat equals. So you could get away with stabbing your people, Corey.
As much as we didn't like Blakely, though, again, plugging the third book, Lakeland, I think it's her name, from book 3 with Tyson.
Yeah?
I hated the female character in book 2 also. I hated her probably more than I hated Blake.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have to read this whole series.
You're definitely going to have to read the whole series.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, so sorry.
It's okay. You're on top.
Hey.
I'm on top. That's right.
Welcome to the top, baby.
We were arguing for about 30 seconds about who was going to go on top because it was weird that the screen wasn't filled.
That's funny. How you guys been? I've missed you all, especially because I really couldn't even be here, like even in the chat, like nothing. So I haven't been able to be present, but I'm back and I'm better.
Yay.
And it's Thursdays.
Yes.
And it's Thursday.
And I'm high because I found garage weed. LB took an edible. So it's going to be a good night.
Garage weed.
Garage weed is
How do
crazy.
you just find it in your garage?
Because I clearly left it out there at one point and I forgot I did.
She
It
got
was like
super
still in the
baked
container
and
from the
forgot about it.
dispensary and everything. Because I smoke in my garage. So I know that's what I did.
LB, you just took an edible?
Yeah.
We're gonna be drafting.
I told her, I was like, the draft is going to be wild. It's just wild.
Poor Dom. Poor Dom.
Oh, I'm excited for Dom. When I was going back through it, I was looking at the order and I was like, oh, I forgot about Dom.
He was so hyped when I sent him the order yesterday.
Oh, good. And he knows what's up.
I think so he's going to be drafting for probably like field performance, right?
Yes.
Obviously. So yeah.
Yeah, we're more at home.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they do both, but
I am.
We like both.
Most of them do. Well, mine.
I mean, if they're playing in the NFL, they got some talent both places. But I'm excited.
We're actually a little bit more ahead than I thought we'd be. So before I move on to the playlist, Danny, do you want to elaborate any on if you would join the Lords? Is it worth the cost?
Okay, so I feel like you all would know. Like if I were in Blakely's shoes at the beginning, yes, 100%. Knowing what I know now, well, didn't know, but at the well, they didn't know. So yes, I would have. I definitely would have joined. Is it worth the cost now? Probably not.
And I think we all agreed that Blakely's still annoying.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Did you read the second and third one too?
Nope, I'm doing that right after I finish.
Wait, so you never read Tyson's book?
Nope.
You didn't read Sin's book? Shit. Okay. Well, female character in the second one's rougher than Blakely, but get through it. Just go to the third one. Just get through it.
Okay.
Do we have to read the second one in order to understand the third one? Can I just skip it?
You don't. But
it helps.
It helps because just like there was little scenes of Tyson being in this book with Riot, it kind of sets up their relationship. So like the same thing's going to happen in the second one. Like Tyson's going to have scenes with Riot and then like, or with Sin, and then even Sin will like reference shit with Riot. So you can skip it, but like those little tidbits help.
Okay. I'll do it. I just didn't know if I had to.
I'm going to do it because I really want to finish the series.
I still got to finish the fourth one, and the fifth one just came out. I have like halfway through the fourth one.
People have been talking about her new one.
I'm going to have to blank out my calendar.
Sorry, guys. I'm busy for the next 2 weeks.
They're thick. They're thick books.
They are. Even this one, because I was sick and I wasn't really like in the mood to read it, but I wanted it to be fresh on my mind. When I went on Audible, it was only $3 like 5 days ago. So I was like, I'm just going to buy it. So I did both. I listened to the second half when I was at work and then finished off reading it. But I got so much what you were saying, Danny, about there's no clarification in the Audible book, in the Audible version. All of a sudden they're just jumping back to memories or scenes, and I was like, oh wait, and then I would have to like pull it up on my app and be like, oh okay.
Yeah.
So
I was looking to see if any of them were on Spotify, and they're not.
No.
It's okay. I'll read it anyway.
But while we're talking about Spotify,
hey,
we gotta finish our playlist. And I'm gonna start with Meg's scenes.
Okay.
So that I can look at my phone and then put it down afterwards.
Okay.
But remember, if anyone has a similar scene, just stop me at the end so that you guys can throw your songs on it too.
Okay.
So the first one she has She thinks it's chapter 32. Because when she sent me the screenshot, there's like no chapters. It's like an actual screenshot. I can't read this, Meg. Hold on. I can't read this. I'm trying to think of like what I can read to like help you guys figure it out. Laying my back on the cold metal table. My mind wonders if it's because of Cindy or me. So this must be when they're in the barn after torturing Cindy for answers. Is that okay?
You said laying my back on the cold table.
Yes. It's the least graphic thing in the screenshot that she sent me. I can't.
And I'm trying to search it. So
Yeah.
in the Kindle app, you can search like phrases
you
and
can.
stuff and find, but I'm not. It can't be like super specific.
What about
Hold on. I can search too. I'm on searching.
I can't read any of this. I would just search cold metal table or cold metal table. I can't read a single thing from. I'm gonna send you guys this screenshot afterwards.
Bless. Oh,
Well, okay.
page
A lot of cold metal.
386.
What is it?
Page 386.
Chapter 41.
32. Meg. Okay.
Wait.
Is that right?
Yeah, 386. Is that what you
Yeah,
saw?
because I have 362 marked down for another reason. So
I shiver when.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
It's
That
chapter
one.
41.
Can you read like the next paragraph to yourself and understand why I couldn't read it out loud?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So for that one, her song, and I can't elaborate why. Maybe she can in the chat. In the Dark by Jend. Does anyone know that one?
I don't. But I love that we are doing this playlist so that I can
Learn that.
promptly
so we can go back and
listen to it.
Did anyone else have that same scene?
No.
No.
Okay. All right, the next one, I'm not even going to go with the number because it was wrong the first time. It is the shower scene where I think this is like the first time that they tell each other, I love you, actually. You know what it is? It's when they come back to Tyson's club after messing with Cindy. And I think she's like comatose, but she's not comatose. But she's all quiet. And then he like puts her in the shower.
She's in shock.
Yeah. Look up the word Alexander. That seems very specific. But she says, I know who you are, Riot Alexander Archer.
Page 413.
Okie doke.
I'm not afraid of what I see, nor am I ashamed.
Nor am I. Yep. Okay. Yep. And for that one,
first.
she had Kill for Your Love by Labyrinth, which I love. I actually almost chose this song for a different scene. I love that song. I love Labyrinth too. Does anyone else know that song?
No.
I think I have heard it. I don't know it. Like, I know Glorilla, but I've heard it before.
If you watched, again, I'm gonna like accidentally plug Euphoria, but it was written for that show. A lot of this music was written for that show, but it's giving those kind of vibes. Did anyone else have that scene?
No.
413.
Hold on. I had 412. Why? I think mine had to be like right after that. Oh, mine was right before that. All right, I'm just gonna throw mine in there because that was the other song. I almost chose this song anyway. But it was leading up to that where she asked if he believed in heaven or hell. And he said, "No, I don't believe in life after death. The Lords have shown me that darkness exists, that you don't have to die in order to burn. And then you came along. I can see you, touch you, kiss you. I can love you. You, Blakely Ray Archer, you are my heaven. I made a vow to protect you, Blake, and I'll show anyone who tries to hurt you my version of hell." And then he says to himself, "I'd set the world on fire, including myself, if it meant saving her." And I chose for that one, "I Want to Destroy Something Beautiful" by Josh Woodward. Because as cute and romantic as I think that scene is, it's like also just toxic. It speaks to their whole like toxic relationship.
So I had that same scene, but I had Locked Out of, or is it, hold on, Locked Out of Heaven by Bruno Mars. But it wasn't like the same tempo. Like I don't picture it being the same tempo. I picture it being a little more slowed down, but the vibe is the same.
Like slowed down and spooky.
Yeah, not like Bruno Mars pop, but the lyrics of that song, I was like, oh, okay. That's a vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm trying to mute myself as I'm doing it. And then the last one that Meg has. I can't wait to see you pregnant, Blake. She whimpers at my words. I've never really thought about kids. Throwing her shaking legs over my shoulder. Never mind. All right. The kid scene. The kid scene. She has Dirty Mind by Boy Epic, which I also don't know. I'm actually really looking forward to listening to this playlist now because
I am too.
I'll search up what page that was later. Did anyone have that one too? Or around it? Okay. Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Okay.
So I struggled with in this part like specific scenes and like songs. So what I did is since the book was finished, I kind of went with the whole book as a total and where I could see, songs fit the whole theme. So for the power and dominance part of this book, I went with Control by Halsey. Just even when you hear it, it's just like spooky and just Lord like, I felt like. So
Lord like, love it.
that was my first one. And then I was driving and I heard this song on the radio, and for some reason it just made me think of this book. And the more I thought about it, it really does go. So Love Me Like You Do by Ellie Goulding. Like for the whole theme of the roller coaster love story and everything like that, it made me just think of the book, like it just fit. Because he loves her in his own way. So yeah, those are the two that I had.
That's good.
That was good.
I'm trying to mute in between so that you guys don't hear my clicky clacking. Hey, Koosh.
Hey, Koosh.
Hey.
You came just in time. You came just in time for the playlist.
Oh, hell yeah. Perfect.
Mitch said, "What about Bad Biddy by JP?" Mitch, if you heard earlier, we're not too much of a fan of the female character in this book, so we'll save Bad Biddy for somebody more deserving.
Don't
Did
give her
anyone
Bad
have
Biddy.
any of the scenes that Danny did?
I don't
Or
know.
no, she
I'm
did the
now.
general. I'm sorry. LB, go ahead. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't duplicating, but I'm high. Go ahead, LB.
You're good. So the scene, and I don't know how much detail I can go into. It's page 498 when Tyson takes the girl into the woods and Blake is watching. Lollipop, but not the Lil Wayne version, Framing Hanley's
I
version.
love you for that.
That was one that is, as I read it, I was like, oh. Like, I know I said my brain doesn't music while I read, but that was one. And I love that song anyway, but I was like, oh, this is perfect.
Did I spell that right?
Yes.
Okay. If not, I'll fix it
Um,
afterwards.
I'm trying to find the exact page. I have one for that scene also. This is one of my favorite scenes. But when Blakely, I don't have the page written down, but when Blakely is having that like inner dialogue about if she should be watching, if she should like it or whatever. Voyeur by Blink 182.
Okay.
I was like, that's what yeah, so I'm there. It's got to be around that, probably like 500, page 500, 499. Because it would like, it was a long scene.
It's like 496 because it's literally right before where I started mine.
Okay.
And then I had
Oh, hold on, I'm gonna give you mine too because I have that scene.
Oh yeah.
And I, like you, went with a cover. And if you guys actually watch my Instagram story, I put it on my Instagram story the other night by accident after listening to it because it was in my mind. But I'm going Every Breath You Take by Chase Holfelder.
I was
like for two separate reasons. Like one, obviously, because I'll be watching you. Like obviously she's watching the whole situation. But like the song itself is very toxic. And I think like speaks to just Blake and Art, or I almost called him Archer, Blake and Riot's like relationship, like the parts that aren't about watching homeboy get sucked off in the woods are about them. But we were on the cover train. I love a good cover.
I love a good
slowed
cover.
down spooky cover too.
Those punk, the pop or punk goes R&B, like all of those albums.
Pop Goes Punk and
yeah.
I love that. I love a good cover because I'm all about like take something that I know and put a spin on it that I never would have done. And then I end up becoming obsessed with the cover. And I'm like, well, I like that song, but
it always combines like two of my favorite genres. And I'm like, eargasm, you know?
I mean, that song could probably apply to a couple scenes.
I'm trying to be good here, but she was sticky a lot in that book.
She was.
Sticky a lot.
It could apply. I'll allow it.
I'll allow it. I'll add it in the end for a
going to the general. There you go.
Sticky. Oh, I hate it here.
Bless.
What was your next one?
Page 487. It says, I've always been a selfish person. It's Riot talking to Blake. I've always been a selfish person, willing to do whatever it takes to get where I want to be. And out of all the things I've done, you are by far the greatest reward for my selfishness. And it may be a little, I don't know if you'd call it cliche, but Selfish by Justin Timberlake came to mind. If I get jealous, I can't help it. I'm just selfish. So that kind of was my thought process there.
My mind's totally blanking on that song. I'm like, I don't think I know it, but I feel like if I listen,
it's a newer Justin Timberlake song.
Okay, then no, I don't know.
It's on his most recent album.
Okay.
But it's good. If you like Justin Timberlake, I suggest it. If you don't, listen to it anyway. And then I don't know what page it was, so maybe y'all can help me. She had just gotten, and I couldn't find it in the book either, of course, but she had just gotten done. She was out of the hospital and he was taking care of her. Uchi Wally by Nas is crazy. crazy. Anyway, Earned It by The Weeknd was kind of my vibe. Is that my our disc?
I was looking for a Weeknd song and I didn't pick one, and I'm glad somebody else got one on this list, because when it comes to toxic men, I love how toxic The Weeknd and his music is.
Here's the thing. I will probably use more Weeknd songs because I listened to that one and then it kind of led into listening to his other songs on that album. And I was like, oh, okay. So maybe in the future, it'll find its way back into the playlist.
Kathy, you are correct. The Weeknd had actually Earned It by The Weeknd, or Earned It.
That was from 50 Shades.
Yep.
And he had another one in there too. I don't remember what the name of it was.
The one of Danny, Love Me Like You Do, was also in 50 Shades.
It was. Jen, what about you? What scenes you got? What songs?
Okay, so chapter 34, page 306. A lot of mine tended to be in these early chapters before she ran away.
Before she ran away as well.
Let's see. A Lord's wife is much different than a chosen one. As my wife, she will be untouchable, invincible, because I will give her as much power as she wants. That just felt like very aggressively dominant to me. Little Girl Gone by Chinchilla. That song just is on repeat in my head.
You said Little Girl Gone by Chinchilla?
Yes.
I don't think I've heard that one.
Oh, I love that song.
Excellent.
And the next one was on the very next page. 307, same chapter. Let's see. She's mine. It's just that simple. I'm addicted to her smile, the way she touches me, the sound of her voice, how she says my name, the way her scent lingers on my clothes when I'm not with her. Everything about her feeds a hunger that can never be satisfied. I know it and she knows it. It's not a matter of if I love her. The question is, can I hand her over to Matt after graduation? Call me selfish, but I'm not handing her over to anyone. Never Let You Go by Third Eye Blind.
I fucks with it.
Mm-hmm. I love Third Eye
Taking it back with Third Eye Blind. I love it.
I hope somebody's keeping track of the songs that Mitch is suggesting.
Well, you know, I was trying to see where I could plug in Make Me Sweat for him. Probably multiple different places.
We're going to have like Studley's Secret, the ritual playlist, and then it's going to be
Mitch's
like a separate one, Mitch's version in parentheses. Taylor Swift.
We have to do that. The last one I have is chapter 39, page 352. I missed her so much. I didn't realize that until now. I mean, I spent every second of every day searching for her, but it was the fact that she ran from me, not because I wanted her. It was more of a you belong to me thing, and I will find you. Now I realize it was always more than that. Everlong by the Foo Fighters.
Remember when we were talking about our favorite Foo Fighter songs the other day? That's
it. It's mine.
That is my favorite too.
Mine's so good. Masterpiece.
Kush, we haven't had to hear much from you yet, so why don't you do yours?
Yeah, perfect. So I'm going to give chapters because I know our
That's
pages are a bit different. So I'm going to start with chapter 42, about halfway there when the two lords step away from her and the one on the left rips the hood off. My hand shoots my face to cover my mouth before the gas can escape. It's Ashley, Matt's girlfriend. And Paris by Suicide Boys went off in my head.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Love it.
Is that like that?
I'll send you the spelling later because it's dollar signs for the S's.
You're right. I'll look it up after.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm
I
done.
got you. Yeah. And then let's see. Let me flip to the next one. We got Sorry, I don't have them on a sticky note like I did last time. Next, we're going to say all of chapter 57, right? When Riot and his team show up to rescue Blakely, Sarcophagus by Do Not Resurrect was going through my head that entire chapter.
Please spell sarcophagus for me.
That's a good question. Let's go
SARCOPHAGUS.
PHAGUS.
Let me double check.
That's what Kanye wanted to put the pussy in? That?
Yeah. Sarcophagus.
That
Probably.
song is so good.
Thanks, Meg. And Meg's confirmed you are a spelling genius, LB.
Yay.
Koosh, who was that by?
Do Not Resurrect.
All right.
And then my last one. So this is where I had an oh shit moment because this is what chapter is this actually? This is where Leanne shows up. Chapter 60. When all right, when the heels start clacking in the hall, I start hearing Gimme More by Britney Spears. All I hear is "It's Britney, bitch." As I hear the heels like clacking down the hallway, I got so excited. I was like, "Oh my god, she's alive and she's about to wreak havoc, and it's gonna be great."
I just started typing Britney bitch instead of Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll take it.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
We know what you mean.
Danny, did you have any of Danny Moore? Did you have any of those scenes, or did?
no, I don't think so. It was
I
hard for
know.
me because of the way that I like noted them to remember if they. But I don't think I do have any of those scenes.
This actually fits,
That fits
considering how much he
the
drugged
show
her.
tonight.
Yeah,
how much he
that's
drugged
true.
her. Well, I mean,
That's
it fits with
true.
us too, LB. But like, how much she was drugged throughout the book.
There was so
Right? Insane.
much drugging, like an absurd amount.
What I was wondering is like how like college frat boys get their hands like on GHB to like date rape people, and then I saw how easy it was for Riot.
You just have to have money.
Apparently, like where do people get
Hey.
GHB from? That's wild.
And
But I wasn't going to Google that.
I'll give you.
I wasn't going to Google
the dark web.
Please don't Google that.
No.
It was really I started getting concerned for Blake because I was like, yo, Blake is gonna get addicted to the GHB, and then all she's gonna want is the GHB every single time.
You're like,
She's going to
"Oh,
be chasing that high.
Towards
Yeah,
the end,
exactly.
towards
Yeah.
the end, it happened so often that like it was barely even said. Besides Riot being like, "Oh, so she started coming off."
Right?
Drug.
She'd wake
When
up
she-
drowsy. Yeah.
When he drug her, or like drug her down, but drugged her down all drugged up to her dad and his dad to have the conversation, like the fact that like it was just so normal that her dad was even like
Nobody thought
"Did I
twice
drug
about
her?
it."
It's cool.
Wait,
Like
Yeah.
no
What about the
questions
scene?
asked.
What about the scene where she was waking up after being drugged, and he was like, "Yeah, sorry, I drugged you, and I put multiple different butt plugs in you." Like, how she didn't know when she woke
Yeah,
up.
I didn't get that. Yeah, how do you not know a butt
How do
plug
you
is
not
in you when you
know
wake
that
up?
that-
She was like, and then she was
going
like,
on.
"Oh, I moved positions and I felt it." What? You first woke up? That's wild.
I mean,
So
to be
wild.
fair, she was waking up from being date raped. I think she's allowed a little bit of grace
Yeah, she just didn't
to not know that there's a plug in her butt. Like give her
right.
like 5 minutes to come to and realize what's going on. She was probably still half out of it.
Right.
I think she was half
that's what he
out of
said.
it.
Look, yeah.
Told her a third of the book.
The fact that they were on a plane flying over the coastal Atlantic for how long, I don't know. That she was drugged up enough for him to exchange multiple butt plugs.
To like
Yeah, true.
get her prepared.
Get her
Multiple.
acclimated.
I think it said 3. I said,
Yeah.
wait,
Three.
I think he said like it had been long enough that I could exchange it three
Right?
times.
Plug
Hey,
talk
I'm not
does
gonna
need to
lie
go on the
though.
playlist.
It was pretty hot when he was on the plane and he's like, "Look, we got 30 minutes left of this flight. How many times do you think you can come in 30 minutes?" I was like, "Oh, okay, all right."
Was anyone else trying to figure out how she was tied up to the dresser? Because I couldn't figure it out.
I was confused.
In front of the mirror?
Yeah,
Also,
I'm like, okay, so like her hands and like this. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah,
how
yeah,
thick
yeah.
is this dresser that her torso?
Yeah, exactly.
The
can go down
logistics
on
of
it.
it did not add
And
up.
he was like, I want you to watch yourself come while I
On
do
a
what I'm about to
plane,
do. But I was like,
nonetheless.
pick your head up. How?
This
It
dresser's
doesn't
on a
work like
plane.
that.
On a
It doesn't work
plane.
like that.
How big is the dresser?
Hey, I don't know
On
how
a
big the
plane.
plane is. Like, I mean, that's a massive fucking private jet if you got dressers and fucking jeez.
Airplane.
And then it's a
I'd
big
BOD
plane
is
and it's
wild.
flying. The fact that she went to the bathroom and turned around and saw a jewel hanging off the butt plug. Like,
Right. I just want to say real quick though, I'm glad I don't know if we planned on talking about character transformation, but I'm just really glad that the potential very toxic Dom side of Riot turned into a very like, oh shit, I love her. I need to start treating her better. I need to start right. There were lines where it was like, damn, I can't remember it. It was like my wife, my life, and like my little slut or something like that. And I was like, yep. All right.
You got progress.
Yeah,
Plus, like,
progress.
a t-shirt
Progress.
with like my face on it, and it's gonna say that exact quote. Like,
I definitely have that one bookmarked. Hold on. Okay, now it's not gonna show me. I'll send it later. It says like my love, my wife, my dirty little slut. The thing.
Yeah.
I love that.
So funny.
Danny, go ahead. Did we get your scenes on there?
No, not yet. Well,
Okay.
one I submitted one already, but the other two. So one comes from it's page 328.
Mm-mm.
It's page 328, chapter 37, but it's when she is having a flashback to when they got married and they were about to kiss for the first time. She's like, hold up, we've never kissed before. This is wild. I didn't even notice that they hadn't.
I wouldn't have
I
either.
had to go back.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, hold on.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
that
so
threw
she
me
was
the fuck
having
off.
like this moment. So the Beautiful Mess by Jason Mraz.
Okay.
Okay.
The fact that she had been drugged by like 6 times by that, but they hadn't kissed.
It's wild.
Right.
And she was nervous. Like
Nervous to kiss.
why?
But
You've
all
been
the shit you did.
tied
Like,
up in all sorts of crazy positions. You've willingly been drugged, but you're
you've
nervous
lost all
about a
bodily
kiss.
fluids
Yeah.
multiple times.
Yep.
Not
Hey, he
being
even
free.
put it in her butt. Like, I don't get why she was nervous for the kid.
Pause. Because Dom
What?
just came in, and that's probably like the worst time
Oh,
for him to
my
enter the studio.
Oh.
bad.
Sorry,
Hi,
Dom.
Dom.
I'm trying to make a square to add him real quick. Just give me 1 second. He even had it in her butt. Whoops.
Welcome to the book club.
Welcome to book club.
Right.
Hi, Dom.
Hey, Meg, that's what her butt was doing too.
Koosh, you're done.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
You're done.
We're gonna swap around.
Okay, and then my last. You ready for my last one?
Yes.
Okay, so specifically, in what chapter is this? Okay, so it's chapter 39. 39? Yeah, it says. Okay, so it's when Blakely finally is confronted with Cindy, right? There is a break where Blakely's like, "You fucking bitch." She charges at me. There's literally a break in the book and it doesn't say what it says. But then she says, "I sit on the couch dressed in Cindy's trench coat after I was done with her. I did my makeup and hair, sat back waiting for my husband to return from wherever, blah, blah, blah." So that entire scene, right? So she's waiting for Riot to come back to see what she just did for him. Well, for herself, but also like, animal I have become by 3 Days Grace. I was like,
Okay.
Nice.
there.
Taking it back to the SmackDown versus Raw 2007.
Mhm.
It always comes back to that video game.
No.
I thought Cindy was her hit. Not gonna lie, I had trouble figuring out who her hit was until they made it known.
So the if you need to put the page, it was 359, Corey.
I knew it had to be somewhere there because coincidentally, that being your last page, that's my scene. That's my last scene because my other two,
yeah, have been, yeah.
But I just kind of have that whole thing, but with it leading, I didn't throw those divorce papers in the fire for nothing. Riot wants a lady, I'll give him a motherfucking lady.
Period.
And I went like cliche as shit with it, but I am putting "Look What You Made Me Do" by Taylor Swift on there.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that.
The trench coat, dude.
The trench coat.
Put the trench coat on. I was like, okay, Blakely, I like you again. Like,
I was like, all right, I'll give it to you. That's a boss bitch move.
Such a boss move.
That is definitely.
And then she said, once I was done with her, I put the trench coat on and I did my hair and makeup. Yes. Yes, you did.
You took the time to get everything together. I love it.
Could you imagine if Riot came in? He's like, "I hate that trench coat," and then burned it.
He probably did. That's a assumed.
Yeah,
it was burned.
It's unspoken, but we all know what happened.
Yep.
Oh shit! So we got a pretty solid playlist. I'll make sure that I put these on the playlist tonight after the show uploaded. If you guys are not part of the Discord, make sure that you are because the link is easily shared in there. If not, that is the actual Spotify code to go directly to the playlist. Although if you're watching this on your phone, I don't know how that works, so figure it out. But join the Discord. That's easier. And then make sure you join the Discord also because apparently we're going to have Studley's or Mitch's version of what the book playlist should have been. There's some really good songs on here. So what I'm going to do, Koosh, are you sticking around for our next activity or am I kicking you off? You want to just stay here for...
I mean, yeah, I can stick around. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing anything for it, but yeah, I'll stick around if you're cool with it.
Absolutely.
Or you all are cool with it, yeah.
So our next book is Fair Catch by Candy Steiner. It is a football romance, which I don't think any of us have ever read. But it says the sports romance is about a college football player who is assigned as a roommate to the only female player on the team. So that was kind of, I think, what made us want to read the book a lot, is that like the idea of this female being on the football team at the college level. So like, that's cool. Fair Catch has a childhood friends to enemies to lovers, brother's best friend, forced proximity, and sports romance tropes. It is a dual point of view, spicy sports romance following Riley Novo and Zeke Collins. And me and Danny Wallace already started it.
I love the dual point of views.
She is the kicker.
She is?
She is
the kicker. What else would she be?
She's not a linebacker.
She's not a linebacker.
She is. You know, good for her.
Imagine a female linebacker in this book is about her topping him.
Ooh.
Plot twist.
Hey, yeah. I'm not opposed. Maybe my next book.
All right, let me swap these two. So with that being said, the activity that we were going to do for next week to get us like ready for this book is we're going to do a fantasy draft. And we being LB. Dom, I love that you just came on camera smoking.
What's up?
Hi, Dom.
Hello.
We're high too, so
Okay.
it's a good vibe.
I checked to make sure if it was okay.
Aw.
So we're gonna do a fantasy draft. We're going to each pick a coach, a quarterback, a wide receiver, a running back, a tight end, and a defensive player. So it doesn't matter which position they are on the defense, just a defensive player. We already got the order selected. We are doing a snake draft. So if you guys don't know what that means, Danny, Dom, Jen, Danny, Corey,
What does
LB,
that mean?
and then LB, you'll get to go back to back.
Okay.
So each round it reverses.
Shit.
We are drafting on bonability of the players. Dom's here to actually draft.
I'm going by
Right.
bonability too, though. So
Here we go. There we go.
oops.
I was trying to
Love it.
explain this process to my coworker. Because I was like, oh, the draft is tonight. And she was like, the draft? Because she's real big into football. And I was like, oh,
like,
yeah,
"You
for
missed
book
that."
club. And she was like, what? I was like, it's based on bonability. And she could not keep it together. It was hilarious. She was like, bonability? And I was like, yeah, no skills required.
That's a
Strictly
scientific term.
bonability.
It is.
It is.
Skills
It
skills
is.
are implied, okay?
Skills are implied.
I mean, you got to have skills to be bonable, right?
We
It's
just didn't say
true.
where those skills were.
Yeah.
I think that's all I got to say. Oh, and then the other stipulation was that it didn't have to be an active player.
Yeah.
It could be somebody that used to play. The only rule I gave is if somebody drafts Tom Brady on bonability, I'm swinging. I will swing.
You're immediately
on
out of
one
the
of
book
you. I
club.
swear to God.
Actually, I
is
have
he-
the video pulled up. If someone drafts Tom Brady as bonability, I'm pulling up the video of him kissing his son on the mouth.
On the mouth.
On the mouth is
I'm
wild.
doing it.
So wild.
You're warned.
And then just some background of who Dom is up here. Dom's my buddy. That's my friend. He used to live
Hey,
in
Dom.
Morgantown,
Dom.
West Virginia with me. I got to keep him in the divorce. The first
that.
divorce.
That is wild.
He was Dustin's friend. I kept him, or I mean, he was Nick's friend. I kept him though.
Hey, we're happy to have you, Dom.
And he's actually
Wow.
in our fantasy league with like me, Mitch, Lamar, my buddy
Yeah,
Kev,
yeah.
Dustin. So
Number
Next year,
one
me
in
and
the league.
Danny.
Yeah, we're
I'm
We're in
number
there.
one. I'm number
I'm number
one.
Me.
But Danny Wallace,
yeah. Okay.
hold on. I can't take this. I need a slice of pizza before you make me sick. Hold on.
She's just trying to prepare to have her heart broken.
Hey, I can't
Yes.
even imagine how hard this would have been because there are a lot of bonable players, active and non-active. So I'm really curious to see what who
The
y'all
fact
chose.
that they're professional athletes kind of makes them all bonable.
all bonable,
My-
right?
No.
No.
No, absolutely
No?
not.
Okay. All right.
Oh, come. Okay.
No.
All
See,
right.
I'm not
No.
buying it
we
either.
just,
No.
Mm,
maybe if it was like a group of us that were like cold and gold diggers, maybe. But I'm
Yeah.
not just messing around because you got money.
I see. Okay.
True. Okay.
I
Yeah.
have my own money.
That's true.
I'm good.
There we go.
Hey,
Hey,
put that on a shirt.
I love
Put
that. Yeah, put that on a shirt.
Wait, what are we putting on a
Yeah.
shirt? I missed it.
LB.
He said that because they're athletes, they're all automatically bonable. And I was like, no. And we all were like, no.
To some degree. I said to some degree.
I mean,
Like if you had it on a spectrum,
the stamina is there,
right? See,
Yeah.
now you're
But-
thinking. Now you're thinking.
but as
The
far
butt's there
as
too.
hot, that too. But as
I'm just gonna
far as
say a
hotness
5.
level, mm,
A 5 that's an athlete,
True.
a professional athlete,
That's an 8.
is better. Sometimes you got to get with a 5 to appreciate an 8. I swear
Let's
to
be
God.
fair.
Damn
Let's
right.
be fair. There are a lot of 2 athletes that are easily a 6 now. So
The 5 athlete is going to outrank the poor 9 or 10 any day for me. I don't care. I don't care.
LB,
Thank
LB,
you.
tell Corey what you said on the shirt.
Oh God, the ADD kicked in.
You
Hold
said, I'm
on.
good. I got my own money.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I'm good. I got my
Yep.
own money. I don't need your money. I mean,
I
it
don't
would
want
be
my own
nice.
money anymore. I don't want to
I'll
make
get
my own
in-
money. I
I'll get
don't.
into your
Where's that?
bag and into mine, but it's not a requirement.
I missed Mitch saying this. He said I got Icebox.
Icebox.
And then he
Taking
said,
it
damn, no
back.
love for Icebox. And I don't even know what he's talking about.
What is Icebox?
From Little
know.
Giants.
Little Giants, yeah.
What's
The
Little
girl on the
Giants?
team.
She was the
a
girl.
It's a you haven't seen Little Giants?
No.
Corey,
Oh my-
immediately get off the stream and watch Little Giants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
don't
mean, we
come
can
back
end
to
right
me
now. I
watch.
could go smoke again and watch Little Giants, apparently.
No, we're drafting first, and then you can go watch it.
Okay.
Yeah. This is a highly anticipated draft. We're not putting this off any longer.
I know.
I'm disappointed.
Our
that-
friendships hinge on this draft right here.
Yeah.
What
I'm
did you say,
disappointed-
Danny Wallace?
No,
Disappointed you've
they
never
don't.
seen the Little Giants. Like severely
The
disappointed.
amount of movies that I haven't seen will make you physically sick, and I'm sorry. I'm
Same.
Hey,
sorry.
Corey, I'm the same way. Movies, music, a bunch of shit.
Virgil gets on to me all the time. He's
Okay.
like, why do you not know this movie? And I'm like, I don't know. I just haven't seen it. So then we have to watch it. My coworker does it too. There's a lot that I haven't seen, but Little Giants is a classic.
It's an important, movies are an important art medium, okay? You got to watch them.
I promise. Someone text Dustin and tell him that we're watching Little Giants either tomorrow or Saturday.
Boom.
Okay. And we'll check in on Sunday to make sure you did your homework.
Okay. Please don't give me a demerit. So kind of with the, I'm not gonna lie, guys, kind of with the songs, I'm high. If I spell a name wrong, I'll fix it later.
We'll fix
Okay.
it. It's fine.
Or if you guys know the spelling, tell me, but I will fix it later.
Don't matter.
So Danny, with the number one overall draft pick.
I'm nervous.
I'm so nervous. I don't think I've ever been nervous for this, like a fantasy football draft.
The coaches category.
Fuck. Fuck you, Danny. Oh, where's my button?
No, I am actually okay.
button.
So no, I am going to go my QB first. I'm going Patrick Mahomes, Kermit the Frog voice and all. I will take him any day.
Have him.
Thank you. I will.
No
Multiple times.
argument for me.
If I swear to God, Danny Wallace, if you draft a whole Chiefs team right now,
Hey, look.
But mind your
Okay.
business.
Dom,
Can you hear me?
yes.
Okay, good. So listen up. Zen General, greatest quarterback of all time, Baker Mayfield.
I hate you, Doug. He drafts. So okay. So a fun fact. Me and Dom used to watch and talk UFC a lot, and he just recently like got into football. So this fantasy football draft was his first one that he's ever done, and he drafted Baker Mayfield, and everyone was clowning him. And he's probably been one of the quarterbacks that's made it out the best.
Look at him now.
Look at him now.
All you need to see is that 6 milligram wintergreen Zen in his pocket, and you know that boy's about to throw down.
Not the Zen.
The Zen.
The wintergreen Zen.
The circle out of his pocket, the imprint.
I hate it. I hate it. Jen,
I have a question. Are we only doing quarterbacks right now, or
you
can
can
we
do whatever you want, any order you want.
I would like Christian McCaffrey, please.
Ooh.
That's why I didn't.
Now
even
that's
put
a
him on my
sexy
list.
guy.
You make my list.
Especially when he bulked. Oh my god. When that bulk happened, oh, that was
Especially when he got that pay increase to go to the 49ers. He is not on my list. The money. The money. Danny Moore, what are you doing?
I've been debating all day.
I swear, our friendship lies on this. I need you to know.
I've been
Our
debating all day.
friendship lies on the decision that you make right now.
So I'm gonna take a coach.
Everybody's scared of Corey. Someone pick Tom Brady. Come on.
I'm not scared of Corey. Corey's scared that I'm going to pick her coach. Well, everybody's coach, America's coach, because he's fucking gorgeous. But I'm picking a coach, and I'm going with Demeco Ryans.
No, I hate you.
He's got disconnected.
Damn,
Oh,
camera
no, I
went
hate
off.
it.
She got so mad.
I hate it. I hate you.
Wrong one.
So much.
Well, you or Corey were gonna hate me. I'm sorry, but damn.
How do I spell that?
DEMECO. Ryans, like Ryan S. Yeah.
Can I be honest with you? Which team does he coach?
Texans.
Houston.
Google him right now.
I am.
He was on my list. I won't lie. He wasn't number one, but he was on there.
Can we share the rest of our list if we?
Oh yes, I'm putting my yes.
This guy?
Hey, want to be in a wide choose? Want to be in a wide choose with him, Danny M?
Oh my God, Danny, you have a
Whoa.
type. You have a type.
Yes. No, I don't have a type. Yes,
I see
Danny,
it now.
I do
I
want
see
a
it
type.
now.
He has very smooth skin. I will say that.
No. Okay. All right. Well, let's be fair. I would have picked your coach, but I love you.
I love you too. So with
Okay.
that being said, because you love me, obviously I'm taking Matt LaFleur.
Mhm.
LB.
All right, for this pick, I'm going to go ahead and do my coach. I'm picking Mike Tomlin from the Steelers.
That was mine.
That's my number one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay. I thought that's probably who Dom was going to pick, if we were being honest, because we're both Steelers fans. But you have a back-to-back pick, LB. So who are you taking next?
Oh no!
I'm going to
that
go
means you're
ahead
in front of me.
and
I'm
get
nervous.
my quarterback
No.
before anyone else does. And I'm picking Jalen Hurts.
Fuck.
You're lying.
Yeah.
Don't
I'm
tell my
not-
husband that. Fuck.
You're lying.
Was that your pick? That wasn't your pick.
That was my
it?
number one pick. Yeah.
That was my
I'm
number
so
one pick.
Don't
Also,
tell my husband no.
Well, good. How does it feel, Danny M? Get your number one.
it hurt.
Bitch.
And
More.
All right. Let me
It's my number one.
go to my list here.
I'm literally shivering me timbers.
Uh-oh.
If you're about to, don't.
She said don't.
Hold on.
I don't actually. I maybe you won't. I don't know.
I need to look at a picture last minute real quick.
I had to do that too. I was like, wait, is this person the right person that I'm thinking of before I get up here and pick them?
I may do it. You know what? Hear me out.
Oh,
Not to hear me out.
I'm going Cam Newton.
Oh.
Fine.
Okay.
I'm with you. That's no hear me out. He's on my list
like
too.
early
Alright.
Cam or recent Cam? Because there's a difference.
Pre-Patriots Cam.
Pre-Patriots. I'm with.
It
Okay. Panthers
literally,
Cam.
it literally
Panthers
says Cam
Cam.
Newton, parentheses, pre-Patriots.
Panthers.
Panthers Cam.
Panthers.
Prime Panthers Cam.
Danny Moore.
All right. Well, now I'm going quarterback because I'm getting nervous. Jimmy G. All mine.
He was on my list too.
Hmm.
Who's he playing for now?
He doesn't. He doesn't.
Oh,
He
okay.
retired with the Rams, I think.
I'll take Spencer James.
He wasn't on mine, but he should have been.
Retired with the
Then-
Raiders, if I'm not.
He retired with the Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Okay, so I am picking a coach, and I'm going with Sean McVay.
Solid choice. Is that VAY? It is right now.
Mhm.
Dom, what say you?
Well, based on your guys' picks, I think my list is pretty safe, so I'm going to get defense out of the way, and I'm going Ray Lewis.
You fucking piece of shit!
Bruh.
You guys were too busy with the sexy guys. I mean, Ray Lewis is pretty good looking. I'm not going to lie.
You piece of shit! Ray Lewis was my number one.
Well, clearly not.
Well, thanks for having me on.
You piece of shit! God damn it. Okay.
Did I do that?
You did. You should have picked him over your coach.
I didn't think anyone else was going to be toxic like me. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's just science right there. Defense, Ray Lewis. Come on.
Fuck. Okay. I'm over it.
Now I don't know what to do.
All right. I'm going defense too. Like, give me Trent McDuffie. Just Google him.
No, I'm with it.
Give me
I'm
Trent.
glad I didn't think about it.
Okay.
Trent McDuffie.
Solid choice.
I'm going to go running back. And LaShawn McCoy, Shady.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Dom?
That's a good pick too.
Let's see what we got here. I'll go. Give me Hines Ward.
He was not on my list.
He's a wide receiver.
Oops. Sorry, I typed defense 3 times in a row and I'm thinking of it.
Your brain's like, this is just what we do now.
Wide receiver for the Gotham Rogues.
The Gotham Rogues. Jen?
So I'm torn on my defensive player. There's 2 that are the top for me.
What you thinking?
Talk it out.
I'm just gonna go Cameron Hayward.
What? Sure, right now.
I don't know. Whatever. Like I said, I'll figure it out afterwards.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Danny Moore?
All right. I was hoping in multiple categories, I have 2 number 1s that I was hoping one would get taken and I could just choose that way.
Make the decision for you.
Okay, I'm going running back. Saquon Barkley.
Ooh.
God damn it.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm embarrassed that 2 of my 6 running backs were from the Eagles. I'm very.
Now, how much did that backwards jump add to his hotness? Did that bump him up the list?
The flexibility is there.
Okay.
It's there. The
reflexes
The
there.
reflexes. Okay.
all of it.
Mitch, I hate Mitch.
Bless.
What the fuck?
Page is crazy.
He said before that Melissa McCarthy. He said, "Give me
Aw.
Nelly from The Longest Yard."
I'm dead.
I feel really good about that category, so I'm gonna let it ride.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go Myles Garrett for my defensive player.
Okay.
Okay.
On my list.
He was my number 2.
LB?
All right. So, first pick, I'm going with wide receiver Xavier Legette. Plays for the Panthers. Y'all look him up on TikTok and just
Nope.
listen to him speak. And then look at his beautiful smile.
I'm not
That's
surprised
all
at
I
all.
get. You know what? Whatever. We'll figure it out.
And then I'm going to adjust my list really quick so I don't mess myself up. For my tight end, I'm going with Shannon Sharp.
Now he was on mine.
Oh,
I hate
Shannon
you for
Sharp.
that. No, because I thought I would be the only one.
He was on mine.
See?
I mean, he wasn't on mine, but I also thought my number one coach wasn't on anybody's list either. But you know how that played out.
Sorry, Dan.
Still salty.
I need a quick peeksy. Hold on.
1, 2, 3. Who has a
I don't like how Panthers heavy my picks are too right now.
You know what? So I'm a diehard Panthers fan.
So I know.
I had one, and it was Cam.
So I'm gonna go tight end right now because my tight ends, I only had 5 because I really just couldn't pick any, and I'm not picking Travis Kelce. I'm gonna go Jatavion Sanders.
Oh. Wow.
Danny, that makes it your turn.
I know. I'm like debating because everybody but LB has a defensive player, so I don't feel threatened there.
Look, Mama, mind your business, okay? Mind your business.
Hey, she likes them those milds in that yak, you know?
Bless.
All right. I'm going wide receiver. I also have 2 number 1s for this, so let me just. All right, I'm going DK Metcalf.
Fuck!
Poor Corey's not going to have a list left.
I underestimated how much we would find the same people bonable, and I don't like it. Well, Dom took Ray Lewis just to take Ray Lewis, but god damn it.
I didn't know he was so sexy. Sorry.
Shit. All right.
Well, if you pick my other number 1, I'll die. I hope you do.
Just right here on the stream. Just pass away.
Yep. I'm not going to because now I know who I'm going number 1. It's not your. I guarantee
It's not me. Okay, never mind.
Jen, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to pick my quarterback, and I'm going Matthew Stafford.
Is that the last one?
What do you mean?
Last quarterback I meant, because I'm shook no one picked Joe Burrow. I don't find him attractive, but everybody in the world does.
Ew.
Oh, yeah.
Not
ew.
since he went blonde.
The frosted tips.
Yeah. The blonde ruined it for me. I was on Burrow talk last year, but I'm not this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all the quarterbacks are selected.
Right.
We'll do
So it's
honorable mentions at the end.
Yes.
My turn. I'm going to go modern because I kind of had 2 classic picks there. And give
Baker.
me, and Baker. Well, I said 2. Yeah, the last 2 were a little classic. So we'll go George Kittle.
Did anybody have that white boy with the long hair on their
That's
list?
an ugly guy.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
an ugly guy.
Who's hideous?
He did not make
It's not even pretty long hair. It looks like it's giving like greasy trailer park long hair, and I hate it.
But he's a good tight end.
He's good at what he does.
LB.
Yeah.
No, it's Danny.
It's
me.
Danny.
Oh, Danny. I'm sorry. I'm looking
was
in
like,
the corner. I'm looking. Hold on. You know what? Hold on. Let me do this because I meant to do this earlier. Danny, Dom, Jen. There we go.
There we go.
All right. So I'm going to go.
ADHD.
Are all the did everybody pick a coach?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go, since I get back to back, I'm going to go wide receiver. I'm going Mike Evans.
Solid choice.
I'm going Mike Evans. And then for
I almost
tight
picked
end,
Rob Gronkowski.
I'm going Tony Gonzalez.
What team does he play for? Or is he?
Well, he retired. Well, he played.
I don't know who we're talking about right now.
He doesn't play anymore. He broadcast on is it, I think, Monday Night Football. Does he do Monday night or Thursday night? One of them.
I know he's not on any of your guys' list.
Mm.
I know this for a fact. I go Bill Belichick. Now, if he's on any of your guys' list,
Stop.
we got serious issues in this world.
I don't even know how to spell his name. It's all right. I'll fix it later.
Close enough.
It's close enough. I'm high. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I have to. He was not on my list. He would be nowhere near my list. But I'm watching that Aaron Hernandez show on FX, the Hulu version that did it. And the person they have playing him is just terrible. Like the way they have him portrayed in that movie is horrible. You gotta watch it, but it's freaking hilarious.
Didn't he just married like a 25-year-old?
Yeah.
What? Really?
Yes.
Damn.
Well, yeah, married. Yeah, they did.
Wait, are they? I thought they got married.
I'm pretty
I don't know
sure.
if they're married. I know they're together.
Oh, I thought you said married. My bad.
Well, I thought so because I was shook. Either this is gonna be wild. I'm about to look it up, but either they just got married or she's pregnant.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
Who are we
Anyway,
talking about?
go ahead, Jen. Bill Belichick.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna pick Dalton Kincaid as my tight end.
Denny M's doing
No. Okay.
research.
No, I'll come back. All right. So what I have defense and tight end left. Okay. Damn. All right. All right. I'll come back. I'm gonna go Dawson Knox for my tight end.
I will send the screenshot receipts later. But all the Aaron Hernandez talk, that is who I'm taking as my receiver. And I made up my mind the moment that Dom took Ray Lewis from me. Okay, I need a criminal on this list. It was either him or OJ Simpson. So we're going Aaron Hernandez.
I thought about drafting OJ Simpson just as a joke, but I decided against it.
OJ is not even close to as attractive as Aaron.
When I tell you that if Danny would have taken Matt LaFleur on the first round just to take him, I had a whole separate toxic criminal list. Ray Lewis was on it. OJ Simpson was on it.
The villains.
I even had Henry Ruggs on it.
Oh my god!
Well, wait. Who you took? Cam, criminal. I polled if I should do this with Aaron Hernandez, and I got a collective no.
I don't care. You know me. I'm toxic. I don't care. My wide receiver list was DK Metcalf, Aaron Hernandez, like top two.
Oh,
LB, with your last two picks.
Okay.
Start.
So I'm still undecided on my running back. So I'm going to go ahead and do my defensive player is Micah Parsons. And then my running back is going to be Reggie Bush.
Ooh,
Okay.
I like that one.
My running back is going to be the one and only, the real beast mode, not Bones, but I am taking Marshawn Lynch.
Ooh.
Hey.
That's
the real beast mode.
can we talk about how funny he is?
Yes, I could talk about that for
Hilarious,
hours.
yeah.
I think he is a fucking riot.
When
I'm
they
just gonna
He
say,
is so
fine.
funny to me.
when they mic'd him up,
He's in a movie.
so funny.
He's in a
I'm
movie
going out
that's
to the
coming
hood
out.
to hand out turkeys. I'm trying to
Hand out
restore
turkeys,
my
you wanna go?
community.
Right.
So
So
funny.
look at Lamar's comment. So funny he says that because I wouldn't go near OBJ because of that. I was like,
I didn't go near
can't
him
do it. Can't
because
do
I
it.
was afraid he would get snatched up. I was like,
I
I'm not
won't
even
go
putting
near
my hopes and
OBJ for
dreams.
much different reasons.
Yeah, well, there's a few. That was on the list.
LB, can you send me that movie he's in later?
Yeah, I gotta find. He's like a henchman in it. It's the trailer I saw was hilarious. Thank you. Thank you.
I had like 3 white guys on my list collectively.
Me too. And now I'm debating if I pick my last or not.
To be fair, they were on the list. They just didn't make the cut.
I didn't even have them on the list.
Oh my god, both of these men are so equally attractive to me.
Oh, you're picking a defensive player. Who you picking?
All right, I'm going Max Crosby.
Fuck. I know I already have one, but he was on my list. I love him.
My other
That
was
little-
Jesse Bates.
That little gingered up, tatted man.
Bro, he's so attractive. Okay.
Toxically, though. Like,
To-
toxically attractive.
Very much like Birdman. He's the Birdman of the NFL, I feel like.
Oh
But-
Lord.
Okay. My wide receiver is Cooper Cup.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, nice.
Yes.
Okay.
That is a fine looking man, Jen.
Uh-huh.
Dom, who's your running back?
I need to make sure I say this right because I always fuck it up. LaDainian Tomlinson.
I'm going to Google for this.
Yeah, good luck.
Hey, Tomlinson,
Tom,
it always pisses me off.
me too. I always say Tomlinson or something like that. And I call him like LaDamian.
I put in chat, Corey, if you want to
LaDamian.
go and get from there.
Appreciate you, Koosh. I'm glad I kept you around.
We have Koosh on the side doing our research for us,
Right.
fact checking us
I love that.
Yeah,
because
make
we
sure
do
they're
need
both
that.
right.
I hate you, Lamar.
Gotta make sure y'all wonderful ladies aren't dropping your standards.
It is important.
The pinky also is wild. Danny Wallace to finish out our draft.
All right, so it's the coach. I mean, since Danny Moore took my damn number 1,
Mm.
I'm gonna go Antonio Pierce, and that'll come with a divorce.
He was on my list. He was on my list.
He's the only one I got left on there that I would choose.
He was on my list, and I was like, well, at least this will make my dad proud if I choose Antonio Pierce.
Unfortunately, that's who I got to go.
What
with.
about Sirianni?
I
Yeah.
couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Nope.
He was on the list, but not honestly.
Not
it was
enough.
between Cliff Kingsbury or Antonio Pierce. I was going to go because Cliff Kingsbury, Arizona Cardinal days, I thought was pretty good looking.
Mm-hmm.
But just Antonio Pierce is just a little bit more rough, so I like it.
If we would have
We all like it, right?
decided that it didn't have to be head coach, there are so many.
That would have
I know.
opened it up a lot more. Yeah.
I
But if we
had
could honorable mention, I would have picked Chris Jones, 100%.
You said Chris
If any
Jones.
player. Defensive. But I can't take him over Trent McDuffie.
I'm surprised that my coach list is still pretty well intact.
What?
Who'd you
Explain
have?
yourself right now.
I had, in this specific order, Matt LaFleur, Dan Campbell, because Daddy, Kevin Stefanski,
He was on mine.
Antonio Pierce, Dave Canellis, and then Mike McDaniels, if I had to. Because I would top the shit out of him.
I thought you were Daniels. I thought you were, because when I seriously thought you were going to go that way.
Yeah. Okay, speaking of coaches, my last, because I love him so much. Love. Wait, never mind. Not on coaches. Never mind. I was looking at the wrong list.
Bless.
We'll say the one it was. It doesn't have to be a coach.
Yeah. No, we'll get there.
What I didn't tell you guys is that this week we're going to take the fantasy scores and we're going to see whose team does better. And if you chose somebody that is no longer active, I'm going to go to their last season that they played and take their average score from there.
Okay.
So your running back will get points as they do, wide receivers, QBs, tight ends. Your defensive player will get the amount of points from the defense team this week. And then the coach will get however many points the team scored this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if Tampa
I'm in
Bay
trouble.
scores 42 points, Dom's going to get 42 points for Baker Mayfield.
Like this upcoming week, like starting today.
Like starting tonight.
Okay.
So you may want to see how the Eagles game is going right now.
Yep.
Hey, did anyone have Luke Kuechly on their list? I'm just curious.
No.
I did, but he wasn't enough.
Greg Olsen? Damn.
I did have Greg Olsen on my list.
Hell yeah.
But he was like the last one. He was at the bottom.
Oh.
This is going to be fun. I'm really upset about Ray Lewis. Dom, you're not shit. Every time I invite a friend, they stab me in the back somehow.
Literally.
I need to stop doing it.
Just stick with us, babes.
No, I like being on the show. Let me on the show.
Did any with DK Metcalf? Wait, actually, I want to hear. Who'd you pick for your wide receiver? Bitch. Okay, Aaron Hernandez.
If you want to hear the rest of my list, it was so it was DK Metcalf, it was Aaron Hernandez, then I had Devontae Adams, DJ Moore, T. Higgins.
T was on mine.
I had T. Higgins.
I did have Odell back, and then I had Justin Jefferson.
So why? Okay, I know you wanted to be toxic with Aaron Hernandez, but when you posted that picture of OBJ, I was like, well, you didn't pick him.
I know.
That's because I was just testing to see where you guys were leaning.
He is extremely attractive, but yeah, I
know. I was just posting pictures at that point of people that I wasn't drafting to see if you guys were like, ew, no, or oh, yes, because then I knew if I felt safe or not.
My
bait and switch.
I was hella debating, but CD Lamb, no one loves. I love CD Lamb.
Hold on, Hold on.
I did have Cam Jordan. I had Cam Jordan.
Okay.
And I did have Myles Garrett. I had Aaron Donald too.
Stephon Diggs.
I love you guys for nobody picking Travis Kelce. I love that.
Travis Kelce was like this close, but I wanted it. I wanted you to put in my list Travis Kelce pre-Taylor because Travis Kelce, like previous years, he had
when he was dating Nicole, he was different. Then his vibe was
different. That's true.
You're not fucking with mustache Travis?
No.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor
Swift is a what you call a succubus.
It's
logical, it's a creature from legend. Takes his soul. And now, oh no, that's his brother that does the soup.
I thought they were both doing the soup.
If
they both have a soup, then that's bad news because then Taylor
Jason Kelce is hilarious.
I think
I love him.
Hilarious.
Now, if offensive line player was on here, I would have hella drafted Jason Kelce.
Well, you could have picked him for defense.
No,
O line. Okay, you're right. What was the one that we were like?
Are you talking about
Can
where
you name
Danny
our
Wallace
cat?
specifically asked for cornerbacks or some bullshit? And I was like, no, if you want to pick.
Because I missed the category, okay? I realized I was like, oh, she did say defensive player. All right, I'll just put him on the top of that list.
I thought you were just trying to get two out of it.
No. But no, so
That's how I felt about linebackers.
Yeah. I couldn't pass him up. He was okay. I will say on my QB list, I had Tyler Huntley. Believe it or not. He was down farther on the list, but I put Tyler Huntley and Alex Smith.
I had Geno Smith. WVU.
Geno.
What about Caleb Williams? Nobody had him.
What about him? He's ugly.
I had Green Bay Aaron Rodgers and Daddy Kirk Cousins.
Really?
What about Aaron Rodgers when he came to the Jets?
I had Aaron Rodgers.
I'm good on Jets Aaron Rodgers.
2006.
Because Jets Aaron Rodgers is what saw the shadow dark man, and now his like face is sunken in, and he looks.
It's
like
the opiates. He's on the perks.
Crazy.
Help that man in
I'm
the
trying to look at my other
ashwagandha.
list to be like, what the hell?
Kayla Nicole is his hall pass. Chat.
That was fun.
Is that fact check, Danny Wallace?
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Who's Kayla Nicole? Who's that?
That's who Travis Kelce was dating the first time, wasn't it?
Yeah. She's like a influencer. If you Google her.
I'm Googling her.
She's so pretty.
Ooh, she is pretty.
Okay.
She's very gorgeous.
I mean, it would
Travis,
probably
what were you thinking?
It would probably be both our hall passes, to be fair.
I
don't know if I could let that happen without me.
Lamar, let me
Why
just say,
choose?
do you want Danny's hall pass list? Just write it down. Right here. And add D'Amico Ryan's on there.
No, I'm okay. I'm looking at it
know how
before and after.
I don't really understand how he went from Kayla Nicole to Taylor Swift. That doesn't
the after is
my brain
ridiculous.
is not
What happened to him?
Don't let my conspiracy theorist brain come out because
No, it's not a conspiracy because on the left you clearly have a white boy with a little bit of swag. And then to the right it's gone. Where did it go?
Yep.
Where did your swag go?
I'm serious. Shave the stat. I don't know. It's his haircut.
Hey,
He
he
like
shook
switch
it off.
haircut.
He shook it off.
I don't mind the stash. It's the haircut.
That's what I'm saying.
I hate a
just realized.
mustache. I hate a mustache.
There's
Only
very few people that
Only,
can
right.
pull it off. But
I have like 4 exceptions when it comes to mustache only dudes. I can't.
it has looked worse on other people.
A bad haircut for a guy. I mean, you might as well kill him.
Blood.
There's nothing left.
There's hats.
Hat fishing is a thing.
It's got to come off.
Hat
It's
fishing.
gotta come off eventually.
Tim McGraw looks completely different without a hat.
Tim McGraw,
Tell
we're
me
not
I'm
going to go
lying.
there. Tim McGraw is daddy with
we
or
go-
without the hat.
Can
I
we
do
go
not care.
around?
I'm not saying he's not daddy. I'm just saying he looks completely different without a hat.
I want to see every one of you rate Tim McGraw. Is that who we said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Tim McGraw. Do it. Who?
Hold
Yeah.
on.
Do it.
Hold on. I need. What's my scale? I'd
1
give
to
him
10.
like 7.5 at least.
No. Incorrect.
I would give him an 8.
I need an example of a 10.
I'd
Tim
go with
McGraw.
8.
Stop.
Who are we comparing? Like a 10, like country?
Yeah, country 10. We can do a country 10.
Oh, then he's a country 10. I'll give him a country 10. No, I'll give him a country 9. He'll get a country 9 out of me.
I was just kidding. You all don't have to rate Tim McGraw.
Don't
no, 'cause
don't
now I
tempt
wanna
us
know.
with a good time.
Those jeans?
The jeans?
It's the
I'm not a
jeans.
country music fan, so like automatically a normal 8 is a 6, so I'm going 6 on Tim McGraw.
I saw him for my
Solid.
birthday. I was like 20 feet from those jeans.
Oof.
How did it feel?
It didn't feel good enough. It didn't feel good enough.
Tim McGraw is pretty cool.
Jen, what would you give Tim McGraw?
What's the Tim McGraw rating?
Probably a 9.
Solid. You know what? From now on, every book boyfriend that we read, it's going to be in comparison to Tim McGraw.
I was just-
That's hilarious.
Then they're all above a 6 for me.
I was just curious. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What do
If
I
we're
do
going-
now?
Hey, if we're going overall, I'm taking Garth Brooks all day. He's an amazing
Ew.
person. He's an amazing person.
Everywhere he goes and does a show, people disappear and get murdered. Like there's a whole
Yep.
conspiracy around.
I was
know.
about to
Is
say,
that true?
there's a
That is
whole
true.
Fact check
conspiracy
that.
there.
Is that real?
There's a
I
whole
mean,
conspiracy.
I've never heard of
there.
Fact check it. Fact check it.
I've never
In
heard of
each
this.
of the places that he stops a tour, somebody dies
Mhm.
Yep.
To where people are, yeah,
in a strange way.
The
And
And
then
we,
Thunder
we-
we,
Roll.
were,
Someone
we were
on
sitting
his
here, we
team.
read books about psychopathic, stalking, murdering men that kidnap women, and we're like, yes, please more. But we talk about Garth Brooks, and we're like, absolutely not. People go missing.
Well,
What
Yeah,
his
I think
song,
Garth Brooks said
in with
he's
Garth
moving
Brooks.
to Ireland.
and his song, "If Tomorrow Never Comes." Well,
Mm.
for some people, tomorrow never comes. So
Indian
Brooks-
8 and a
I
half.
feel like if I was with Garth Brooks, I would never come.
I feel actually so different than you. I also am gonna put a plug here for Garth Brooks in the 90s when it was so cool. He stood on stage and was like,
Oh, when you're talking about
Love
like
who you
Thunder
love.
Rolls, Garth Brooks.
he was like,
That's a
love
great
who you
song.
love. Like as a country artist to be like, yeah, I stand for everybody's rights.
All right, that's fair. I'm not
He
saying
do be
he's not
standing
a.
for people's rights, but he also be taking people's lives.
You
so-
can be
I
a
think, no,
progressive
I think
murdering
it's gotta be
shit.
his manager. It's gotta be his manager, someone who tours with him all the
That's
time.
what I was thinking, like a Dexter situation, you know, where like he's like an underling. Because if you're a serial killer, you wouldn't want to be on stage in front of everybody all the time.
Right.
You'd be secluded.
So he's been framed.
No, I think he knows who's doing it, which makes him still a piece of shit.
You think Garth Brooks he's covering it up?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. See, I was
You
thinking,
know-
what if it's like a crazy like fan that just follows Garth Brooks tours around and like he's also a serial killer? Like it's just a
Oh,
coincidence. He's just happens to be a fan, you know?
Or it's a crazy
He's
fan
killing two birds with one
and
stone.
they're killing the people that he is having relations with because
Oh.
yeah, that would make a good book.
I'm not
Hey,
reading
all
a
I'm-
Garth
Okay.
Brooks talking
All-
smut.
Not Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
Oh,
In that
Just
regard,
the
LB,
storyline in general.
in that
No,
regard,
make it Garth
LB,
Brooks.
we need to write I need to write a book about the MLB and all of those motherfuckers sleeping with everybody in the world.
You know what you guys should do on your show is you guys should like each write like a paragraph and make a story and then read it.
Like Mad Lib style, or
Yeah.
like
that would
but
be
like-
kind of cool.
Like each like, you know, do like a paragraph each and then send it off and then the next person continues and then the next person continues.
Oh, what?
Ooh.
So it
Done?
all
That's
flows.
great.
you
That
guys
would be
better
fun.
let me go first or last, otherwise I'm throwing a whole plot twist in the middle.
It's like
Corey.
literally Corey gets second in chapter 2. She's like, "Yep," and this person fucked this person's mom, and here we are.
Then they had sex with a knife. Like,
Hey, better than fucking a couch, am I right?
And then Garth Brooks walked in.
and
Thank
then
you, Goosh.
Garth Brooks showed up.
I will have Garth Brooks cucking in the corner so fucking quick. I
And then yeah, and then each take turns reading it aloud. I think that would be funny. I'd watch that.
Dom, I love that. I love that idea.
Dom, Mitch said that you should be on the payroll.
I'll do it
That
for
you should
free.
be-
I'll do it for the love of the
Wait,
game. I'll
wait,
just
wait,
say
wait,
Corey
wait, wait.
ideas.
If we do this, like in a couple weeks or
said
whatever,
you.
Dom, can you give us a sorry.
topic.
A topic?
Sorry.
No. Like you give us the what do they call it in the back of the book? The like
The
a summary.
synopsis?
Like
Yeah,
summer?
synopsis. So
And
you
then
give
you
us
guys
a
write-
synopsis, and then we do it that way.
Okay.
And by the end of the whoever, we have to have it finished.
I could have that to you tomorrow.
I really think I missed whatever was said. The way that you're laughing, so
You do
tell
all
me.
of it.
What is so
Stop.
funny?
LB, what'd you say?
You said if we do this, and she just goes, "Huh? You said doo doo." And I literally was thinking it as she said it. But I was like, no. but then she said it for me, and
it wasn't even that funny, but then it got to the point where like you're not supposed to laugh, so I'm laughing even harder.
yep.
And then we fist bumped. And I don't even know what you and Dom were talking about. I heard a whole plan and a synopsis and something, but
Okay,
I
so
was too
Corey,
busy laughing over doo-doo.
Corey,
Child.
I fucking love my high bitches. Y'all are hilarious. But to recap, Dom is going to give us a synopsis,
Mhm.
and to our choosing, whatever the 5 of us, 6, whoever, we're all going to create a paragraph or a page or something to write the book of the synopsis he gives. So like the last person has to end it, first person has to start it,
Okay.
and we read it aloud.
Dom, do you have a Discord?
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk after this.
Okay.
Hey,
We're gonna add another person to the Discord.
Well,
Hey.
I've
would be
tried
a
to
good
get
time
Dom to come do Aux Battle, like judging, but I
I'm
know he
in
gets home from
school,
work late.
and I work at the Red Cross, so I
Aw,
am working
you're
late
busy.
sometimes. Yeah, and I actually have to go now, but it was a lot of fun. Nice.
Thank
meeting
you for
guys.
stopping by.
Thanks,
Bye.
Dom.
No
If you guys
problem.
want to find Dom, he is Elder Goose 666 on Instagram.
You don't have to plug me. Listen to Don't Lie and In Utero. Bye.
He has a band.
Oh, I was like, what?
I will put his one song that is my favorite in the Discord
Yeah.
so that you guys can find it. I forgot all to plug that.
And plug his socials so I can follow because I missed it.
I will. I'll message him. I'll text him after this.
That
I'm
was
pretty
so much
excited
fun.
about these teams.
Can I make? I'm gonna make the teams picture like so we can look.
Yeah.
Okay. If you have specific pictures
Oops.
of,
Whoa. Hey, Danny Wallace. What's
Hey.
up?
so if you have specific pictures of the people that you drafted, send them.
hmm
Send
If not, I'll pick the best one. I'll pick the
He's
best
gonna
one.
be in the. I'm not sending you a picture.
I'm definitely posting Aaron Hernandez mugshot. So
No. Put him in the cuffs. I need him in the cuffs.
With that white
Wait.
shirt over it.
It's a white shirt. His
Yep.
arms not in the sleeves.
The
Yeah.
side profile.
I know exactly what picture you're talking about.
I don't care what other photos you use for my team, but I need cuffs, escorted out, white shirt over the arms.
I'm making them, yes.
Basketball
So,
shorts.
like I said,
I'll
if you have
send
specific
pictures.
I'll do it. That was so fun.
It was.
I was nervous for what? I was nervous, I guess, for coach and quarterback, and
I had
after that, nobody picked the shit I was gonna pick anyway.
I had 3
I was
coaches.
only nervous about the coach, and you guys made me nervous.
And babe, I have been torn all day. I was like, am I going to be toxic or not?
You
were toxic.
For you, I was. But to be fair,
she didn't know.
You said, I know my coach. And you want to be honest, Danny, I either thought it was going to be Ryan's or it was going to be Tomlin. Like those were, I was debating which one was your number one.
See, I thought I was going to fly under the radar with the coach because I was like, no one's going to put him as their number one. And then I was like, damn it, Danny.
He's new. He's gorgeous.
Took my number one. Right after.
All I know is I was like, I have not spent the last 6 years hyping this man up.
On
my Instagram story, getting wet ass
about
panties, and for somebody to take him out of spite, I was about ready.
You know what? That was the deciding factor. I was like, well, yes, he would be my number one attract. Well, I don't know. Anyway, I was like, I'm not going to do it out of spite for you, babe.
I'm glad you didn't. I'm going to go after this and watch thirst trap videos of Matt LaFleur on TikTok.
Oh.
Hey, send some of them my way. Just
absolutely.
Share the
I'll
love.
post one right after this.
Share the love, yeah.
I think that maybe not crowd our Facebook message, but there needs to be. I need to see everybody's lists.
Oh,
somewhere.
Wait, what do you mean?
She wants to see our people that we
Your
our
list. Yeah.
Oh.
Like the people.
Oh yeah, I'll just send this to you. I'll email it to you.
Like the list of all our candidates.
I know, but we all want to see everybody's, unless I'm just alone in that. But I just don't want to whatever.
I got
Wait,
rid
we'll
of
post it?
mine.
Let me post it on
Like
Facebook?
as I picked them. I know.
Oh,
I
you
didn't even think
deleted-
about it.
you
I
deleted-
deleted it as I picked
Alright.
them, and it's a
That's fair.
notes app in my phone, so I can't get it back. But is it Mike Vrabel from the Titans? He was my next coach pick, but I didn't want him. I just
Really, nobody had Dan Campbell.
Mm-mm.
I was alone there.
Hold on, let me
Just
Google.
fine. I got you.
That's how I felt
Corey.
about
your
Sirianni.
back
I
list.
can't believe
I
no
did
one
have
picked him.
him. I just didn't pick him.
Oh,
I also
okay,
had
okay.
Taylor on my list.
No,
as 7.
Dan.
Because I was
Dan.
like, what am I-
Dan Campbell looks like a friend's dad. I could not do that.
That's
now that I look,
exactly
I'm
why.
like,
I
oh,
could.
Exactly
But
why.
I don't look at Dan Campbell.
he looks like so and so's dad. I could
Mhm.
never. Not in a good way.
I'd be like, hey, can I sleep over at your house this weekend?
Did anybody have Stephon Diggs?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. He was on my list.
Yeah, so.
I had a ton of wide receivers. Like
I
Wide
Mine
receiver
too.
was
It was my
I
longest
have
list.
10 wide receivers.
yeah.
Longest list.
If Mike Evans wasn't around, I was going to Marcus Robinson.
Okay.
That's
What about Julian Edelman?
he was on my list too. Yeah. Yeah. He was near the
God.
top, but he was in
Yeah.
the top 5.
I had the hardest time with tight ends.
I did
Yeah.
too. I was
So-
so scared someone was going to take Shannon Sharp. I was like, if somebody takes him, I've got nothing left.
LB.
And
Well,
sharp.
I'm telling. Shannon is on the top of my list, and I said no, but I'm not going to draft. Nobody's going to pick him. I'm picking Shannon Sharp because I love him
Mhm.
so much.
I
Yeah.
hate you guys.
You
I hate
suck.
you guys so much for Shannon Sharp.
Well, and what's funny is he's not the reason I asked if we could do retired players too. Reggie Bush was the reason that I asked if we could pick people that didn't play anymore. But then I was like, immediately when I forgot that Shannon Sharp doesn't play. If we're being honest, I was like, oh, well, he's retired. So I guess that rule works well too. So
My number one in question was definitely Garoppolo. Jimmy, about retired people. I was like, oh. I mean, Jalen Hurts is obviously my number one of all time. Like, but he got took.
I'm
What are
really
y'all's
sorry,
thoughts
Bill.
on Troy Polamalu?
hold on.
I thought about it. I did. I'm
Is
not
it-
gonna lie.
Yeah,
For diversity,
about
I
that?
thought about it.
his facial structure.
Hold
Nice.
on, hold on.
I did
I
think
Oh my
about it.
God, his hair is incredible.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
Yep.
he's incredible.
That is.
He's in the commercial, Head and Shoulders commercial.
Oh
he?
yeah.
Yeah, a couple of them. Patrick Mahomes too. Yeah. Anybody know Zach Ertz for their tight end?
Zach Ertz was my second
Okay. He was on my list.
tight end.
And I did have Gronk.
I had Gronk too.
You're
And then-
lying. I'm disappointed in both of you.
I'll send you a screenshot right now.
Gronk?
I didn't know.
Top
Look,
one, but
Gronk was number 6 for me.
To each their own.
Gronk is
about
number
Darren
6 for
Waller?
me.
So Darren Waller was my other
Darren
tight end.
Waller. Yeah.
I struggled with tight ends. I really
So
did.
did
And
I.
Gronk was
I.
on there because I was like, at least he's like big and
Yeah.
big. I don't know.
Whoa.
He'd
My
toss
running-
you around.
My
No.
running backs, I would have went. So Saquon Barkley was there. He was towards the
was on
bottom.
my
I love
Is it Saquon?
but
Oh.
my
Go ahead.
2 and 3 was Josh Jacobs and Raheem Mostert.
Josh Jacobs was on mine too.
I had Raheem too.
Yeah.
What about Najee?
I had Derrick
Harris?
Henry too. Not gonna lie, I had Derrick
Mm.
Henry.
I had Derrick Henry. He's number 3. But what about Najee Harris?
No, I didn't put him on my list.
I didn't either.
Chase Edmonds?
And even as a Steelers fan, I probably should have considered it.
I know
but
that's
didn't.
so that's why he was so high on my list, because I was like, maybe you're picking from your team, but I didn't have any Panthers players.
Oh,
I can't believe
Except
I
Cam.
do.
Well, I still consider Cam Panther, but he was at the bottom of my fucking quarterback list.
I had Greg Olson, but he was at the bottom of my tight end list.
Oh.
Someone in the
Is
comments,
Lamar recording? Is that why he's telling us to get off the stream? Does he need the computer?
No, he's just being raggedy.
Oh, he's just being
Don't be
raggedy?
raggedy.
Well, I do have something that I would like to show. And
someone in
since
the comments earlier was talking about Steve Smith. Steve Smith is one of my favorite players of all time, but I don't think he's attractive.
who is it?
Steve Smith,
Look it up.
Panthers. Steve Smith.
One of my homegirls
Oh,
has
he's
a
cute.
massive lady boner for Michael Vick.
Michael Vick was my toxic
You're toxic.
selling quarterback.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if I was going
Mm-mm.
toxic team, he was my quarterback.
Yeah.
When I tell you I had a whole plan in case you fucked me, Danny Moore, I did. I had a whole plan.
Do you still love me?
I do
Because
love
I
you.
didn't.
I know, I do love you.
Thanks.
You know what I love more though?
Matt LaFleur. True, me too.
That
we have a
bag.
merch shop. So go get
Hey, I
yourself
need to get some of those
healthy
Ramp
merch.
sweatpants.
The RMAF ones are in the Studley Show ones. Or in the
Mhm.
Studley
Oh.
Show shop
Oh, true.
on
true.
Bonfire.
Those pants said, "Yes, Daddy."
They say yes, Daddy.
Oh, those are the Yes Daddy pants. Yeah, I might be
And then
pan,
the back
but
says
sometimes
something
I don't
even
like
more
being that
questionable.
open about being pan.
The back says something even more questionable.
Oh,
A lot more questionable.
gonna pull that up as soon as we're done.
Yeah.
I like that bag too in my smut era. I love
I know,
that.
I love it. There's a lot on there. I wanted to make so much more.
You've been
And I was
busy,
like-
darling.
I was like, there's like 28 things on this shop. I need to chill. But the good news is I have extra stuff so that we could just like rotate it out. We'll see how it
Yeah.
goes. But if you go in and you use, let me get it. I don't want to say it wrong. I don't want to say it wrong. All I can do at this point is just plug the Discord. If you guys are not in the Discord, the Studley Show Discord, you are missing out because everything that I have referenced tonight or that I am getting ready to read is already in there. But both book
Lamar. Oh, sorry.
shops are live, and the code for the 10% off is Book Club Live. So if you're buying
Book Club
anything,
Live.
use Book Club Live. You get 10% off.
Sweet.
Lamar. I was just telling Mitch this like literally 2 days ago. I was like, I miss you. Fucking get on Discord.
Oh, I
You
still
will.
message him
Yeah,
on
I got
Messenger.
questions for you, Lamar. I'm waiting.
Oh, yeah.
I've been holding these questions in my heart until you get on Discord. Come on.
Danny with the eye roll.
Discord doesn't. It's not going to catch us a ban, Lamar. It's where you want to be.
Where's that?
It's funny that when I first joined like the Studley Show Facebook group, Lamar had a Facebook ban and he couldn't participate in the group. And then somehow he hasn't gotten one since, but I got one.
You got one from like a post like a year
Wait,
back, didn't you?
Kathy, pause.
It was an old post.
Yeah,
Pause.
it was.
Lamar posts every day on TikTok. Like,
He wasn't at first. That's what she's saying. It took him months to get a TikTok.
Okay. My bad. Yeah, I missed that.
It's all right. I'm just going to start talking shit about Lamar in the Discord, and then that's going to make him have to join so you can know what's being said about him.
Yep, we should start fucking clowning him. I'll send him screenshots on Messenger.
No context. Just
Nope.
the worst parts.
My longest ban on Facebook was 30 days. I posted a picture of Putin made out of
Oh, we were talking
phallic
about this the other
images.
night.
Yeah.
Phallic images. I'm dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
They were just all put together, and I'm like, oh, this is Putin. And I didn't zoom in until after I posted it. And by that time, I caught the 30-day ban.
I don't think I've
I
ever been
shared a
banned
picture
from
of a dildo in a group chat. It wasn't even a post. I got in trouble
wow.
for implied
Damn.
dick. Not even real dick. Implied dick. I got in
Implied
trouble for
dick.
Mm.
Hashtag implied dick.
in a group chat.
Implied dick.
I've only got a ban once, and it was after the after the incident at the White House and Trump was like sucking the dicks of. Did I not say that? You know what I'm saying? Multiple. A letter after J. people. And yeah, I caught a band there. But
All right, Daddy Mitch is kicking us off.
Fine.
So before I do that, I do just want to plug a couple of our things. I don't know which Aux battle is coming up on Tuesday, but make sure you're following, like, subscribed, follow the Twitch and YouTube, because there is an Aux battle coming up on Tuesday. Studley Show
think it might
podcast
be-
next Wednesday.
I think it might be me and
I think it's you and Dedrick doing the
Yep.
emo battle, isn't it?
Yep.
Ooh, emo battle.
Oh, emo battle. I'm here for it.
I saw the date earlier. Mitch, if you can hurry up and put it in the chat. There will be a new episode of SCW. There'll be a couple every other 2 weeks, but make sure you guys are liked and subscribed and you're watching now so that you can lead up to the events that are going to happen at the pay-per-view in December. It is, come on, Mitch.
December 3rd.
December 3rd.
December 3rd, thank you. I know it was up there. Getting ho-ho-hoed.
Okay.
I love that. When he sent that to me, I was like, I fucking love getting ho-ho-hoed so much. Danny, you want to tell them where they can find you?
Yeah, you can find me here on Thursdays or in the Discord, Danny Wallace.
Other Danny?
Yeah, you can find me here on Thursdays or in your siblings' DMs, probably.
Damn.
Siblings. It's because I got the wives ones covered.
Mm.
Oh, me?
You can find me here on Thursdays, and I'm in the Discord. Not during the day, though. I just catch up on a lot of reading when I get off work, and then join at night.
Jen?
You can find me here Thursdays. You can find me in the Studley Show Discord, or you can also find me moderating Daddy Matt's Twitch stream, which he's playing probably right now.
Shout out Daddy Matt.
Hey,
Hell
Daddy
yeah.
Matt.
Koosh?
You can find me in the Discord or in your mom and dad's bedroom.
He's got the mom and dad's covered. We got the whole
I
family
love
covered.
the
I think we're
outros
good.
this evening.
You can't find Lamar on the Discord, but I'll plug him anyway. Or Danny can. I don't know. Somebody's gonna plug Lamar. You can find him getting plugged on Twitter because they allow that stuff. So go on over to Twitter to find Casey Wildcard Mar getting plugged.
I love you guys.
And you can find me at @grab_teats on all socials. And here, getting out of